I can lead.
Or they're basically giving you a clear path or strategy. You like strategies, yeah? So if you're going, I'm going to be a leader, but really how? You can roundabout maybe help someone and do this, but how would you lead by example?
Knowing who you're leading.
By experience?
Leading them. Being
But there's so many examples, yeah?
by having belief.
Yeah, but having belief in what?
Self-belief to start with. Belief that you can show others the way.
Yeah, and how are you going to get that?
By doing it, by showing.
Yeah, and what are you going to do? How do you get self-belief?
Stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Action results.
Yeah.
Action and results.
Yeah, so what action is it?
Heart-centered action.
I don't know. Where it comes from. So you have to break it down? Because if your mind's going, how, what, okay, hard, so that, you know, that's what's happening. So you've got a roundabout, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you a clear understanding, and obviously Marcus spoke about the first one, the power of vision, yeah? So your vision must be larger than yourself, what he said, and we've all got this within ourselves. Larger than the moment, leaders embrace what moves them, yeah? So what moves them, everything that we're going at the moment, like, not only to use yes, you to be here saying you've got a bigger vision, that's moving you, and it's more and bigger than the moment. Transforming these inspirations into clear visions of what they must be rather than should achieve. So, you know, you're pretty much saying you should at the moment. What is your clear vision? How are you going to rock forward? How are you going to grab something out of darkness and put it on a path? It needs to be clear. Like, I'm ready to go, I'm going to do okay. You're ready to go. What's the next step? What's the next step? You know what I mean? So that's the stuff that you want to know about. Clear path, clear strategy. Because you know what, your states are good, the stories are quite good as well, but the strategy is like, fuck, I know I want to change my life, I don't want to give back, I know I want to do this, I want to do that, how? Yeah? It needs to be clear. Because if you needed to act that, you know what, you're going to be doing these ones. Alright, number 2 is the power of unreasonable expectation. And this is to receive the ultimate reward, you must live by the ultimate standards. Leaders are unreasonable men and women who refuse to be bound by the past while reserving their most unreasonable standards for themselves. That's like, you know what? You said to me, I can't make $1 million in a day, I'm going to fucking prove it to you. I'm going to take it to the next level. And someone's going, well, these people that set the bar up here, yeah? You do that because you might think it's unreasonable, you think you might not get it. You know when a lot of you have said, well, if you told me I'm going to be here 5 years ago, if you told me I was going to be here 5 years ago, I'd go, fucking well done, you know, but it's honestly. But that's what it is. But if you need to have that arrogance and say, fucking, you think that I'm not going to get that? Okay, you told me that by the end of this year I'm going to have whatever, I'm going to have basic academies around the world, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that, I'm going to have $1 million in my bank account because it's fucking done. Why can he do it? Why can't I? That's how you have to fucking be. Just have that aim, just get it done. But then you need to hang on. Yeah? Get the right people. Put down in the fucking work. Because it's good talking, yeah, and that empowers us. But then like you need to find a strategy. You need to have it, you know, you need to have that. Otherwise what will happen is you will fucking won't have the fulfillment and then you fall on your ass and then what happens? You give up. Like we said, when you don't have the fulfillment, what do we normally do? Stop or settle for average, yeah. Alright, the power of conviction. And a lot of you have got this, which it can be a lot better, but it's, you know, this is power of being convicted. It's the quality of your life is in direct proportion to your ability to deal with uncertainty. So, and obviously I'm going to give you a chance to go over these. Jake, do you want to quickly write these up? So the power of vision, unreasonable expectation, and conviction. So leaders confront uncertainty with their own internal certainty. So what you have done, you came here and you weren't uncertain, but you were certain that you wanted to change. Makes sense? You came here not fucking, I'm done like that, but I know I'm going to see the light. Oh, I know I trust in myself, and I trust in your orders, and I trust in your process. So just the 1, 2, 3. I'll just go over a little bit, that's what I'm saying. It's number 3, please. So it's an absolute conviction that they will not only withstand, but conquer any situation. So what I say, don't worry about the how, don't worry about the what, just make sure that you're fucking into the why. As Richard Branson says, take the opportunity, sort it out later. Yeah? Because you'll make it work. Yeah. True? Yeah. So the power of connection. True leaders must have an uncanny ability to care and connect, which comes through thoughtful interaction, understanding that motivates others. I look at that as like family, as like brotherhood, yeah? That you have you have the higher interest of wanting to help people and change it. Because at the end of the day, what a coach is, what a mentor, which is someone who's a little bit more evolved, they're going to see blind spots which you're not seeing at the moment, yeah? And for you to be open enough to respect that and not take it personally, then we're on the right vibration. But if someone says to you, and I'll tell you a story actually, and I should have said this at the start, I was going to say it tomorrow. So my coach when I was going through my NLP process, this was in that place in Queensland, in fact, what was it called? The real nice surf beach. It starts with C.
Coolangatta.
I think it was, yeah. So we were right on the beach in I think it was that, Coolangatta. And I remember we went there, I don't know why I said that, but it was fucking, this place was beautiful, white sand, fucking hot people jogging around and that. I got off the plane, really basically kicked me off the plane to go there. It was hot, so I had hoodie on, unshaven, just fucking walking around like this, and I'm like, here I am going to try to inspire, be in the right state, tell myself the right story, then have the right strategy. You kidding me? So the teacher knew he was friends of ours. So he was a friend of Regan's more in that I met him when we went to Vegas when I told you guys. And so he knew what I was dealing with. At the time I wasn't working, at the time I wasn't providing. I was basically a fucking drainer for Regan and money, and so and I was emotionally and I was a feeling fucking sort of feminine as fuck. I don't know what she stayed with me to be honest with you, I'll be honest. And I was aggressive not to her, but I remember I was aggressive and I had fucking police come to my house, I'd smash fucking things. It was just a mess. I'll take my old man's car, bring me up, I didn't even know where the fuck I was. I'll just blank out, then I'll just wake up, and so that's part of the story. So there was probably a group of 50 people. So it was this classroom, nowhere near as funky as this, and they had this freezing cold fucking air conditioning because that's how it keeps you awake. So you guys being able to push with this, there's another fucking skill there. It's great. So I remember you got me up in front of the classroom. I couldn't even look people in the eye. I couldn't even fucking, have that just that connection with people. I didn't think I was worthy. So this is about, I know this is a little bit different, but this is about not taking things personally. And he got me up in front of the class and he set it up, and it was this big Kiwi guy. His name is Steve. He played Bali before. I don't play for New Zealand, but I'm just big dude. He stood like that. Fucking, he was really intimidating, really good looking guy. And so the teacher pre-framed him, and we had to stand there. So the teacher got me up in front of the fucking class, made me take my fucking hoodie off because it was like I was hiding behind it. You know what I mean, like a blanket. And he made me stand in front of this fucking local bro. You know what I mean? And women were like, oh my god, I'm like, what are you doing there? What do you need to fix? And he was an epitome of like masculine energy, an epitome of a fucking leader. So he got me standing up in front of him, and we had to look each other in the eyes, and I kept going, kept looking down, couldn't look him in the eye. Obviously, Steve got pre-framed. It was Steve trained or something, and he got pre-framed. So they kept looking. So you said you this and that. He goes, what sort of person? You can't even look another man in the eye. He goes, what's that all about? He goes, you're just a pussy. Everyone else you think Lee's a pussy. Yes, they were all, yeah. Like, what the fuck? And my hands going like that. I'm like, what is this one going white red in the face? He goes, so when are you going to stand up and be that man for your missus? You've got a beautiful partner. I bet you some guys, I know some guys that will fix her up. I've gone, alright, what the fuck? You know how you said the old man would just old stuff like a boom boom stuff, boom, yeah. And I'm like, what? And he goes, look at him in the eyes. Don't fucking look at me, you fucking big for nothing. That's what he was saying. So he goes, look in the eye, keep looking him in the eye. So I'm like, he goes, so when are you going to stand up? When are you going to start feeling sorry for yourself? When's it enough? You just fucking, you're big for nothing. Don't prove it. Just shut up. Don't talk to me. Stop looking at me. And he's just a little guy like this. And later on he told me he was about to run, because he's like, fuck you, this guy's going to do something. But then what clicked in my mind was, he's doing this for a reason. He's going to see if I'm going to get emotional, be weak, be a fucking pussy, or am I going to stand up and make a fucking change? Am I going to plant my fucking flag in the ground and go, enough's enough? So all of a sudden, even I'm getting those goosebumps now. And I said, to him, I go, come on, is that all you fucking got? And it was the most empowering thing, and I swear to God, music came out of my ass sounding like that, or fucking come out of somewhere, It was just like, boom, or like the Code of the Barbarian or something. I said, if that's all you got, and I just kid you not, it was just like, it was the start of something special. Because I'm like, he's doing this for a reason. He's doing this because he wants to lead me. He's challenging me. He goes, all right, it's good to be tough fucking physically. We'll see how tough mentally you are. I remember just fucking go, is that all you're going? And then it was the most like uplifting fucking feeling I could have got, but the story behind it could have got what I did get, and even thinking about it, I get emotional. And it was just like, I could have got could have fucking got, you know, what are you saying? Take feminine, you know, be really feminine like a lot of fucking of these, you know, the old brothers have been, or I could fucking change my life, which I did, you know? So that's why I say to you guys, you know, not taking it personally. Everyone's been commenting how good this group is, yeah? Well, if you're falling asleep, you stand up.
Oh, what I'm going to?
I don't sleep. Oh, you sure? Yeah? All right, then shake it out, let's go. So, what I was saying with, so with that is that I could have, you know, you know what? I could have been ego-driven, or I could have thought that he was, you know, having a go at me. I could have been embarrassed, and I could have gone, oh, I'm going to protect myself. No, what am I going to do? I stood up, I met the challenge, I've overcome it, and I'm fucking here today. Yeah? So that's what I want to say to you guys. That's about not taking things personally. That's about, you know, you're going to say things to lead, just, you know, to lead. I'm going to lead you, I'm going to push you, I'm going to say things to help you. And that's being, I lead by, it's like positive criticism, but positive reinforcement, which is coming up soon, yeah? So, the power of passionate communication, which is huge, and that was part of passionate communication. This is to inspire others, you must first be inspired, okay? If you're not inspired, stop, don't even talk, don't even pretend, yeah? How are you going to be successful in a business if you're not inspired doing it? How are you going to be successful in life if you're not inspired, you know? I and Jade and I and Frank and I couldn't speak English, I've been that excited. And Steve, you know, don't worry about it. If we roll with it, so it feels good, true. What is right? You know what I'm saying? So, we'll talk about something, we'll get inspired. Fuck, let's make a video, you know what I mean? Straight out. It's about we want to be inspired. So, that to be inspired and have that passionate communication, is inspiration is channeled through bold, heartful communication that expresses your highest standards of conviction. And so that is something that, you know, you're so convicted on, you know, again, you hear that music coming out of somewhere, it's in your head and it's not even on. You want to stand up, you want to own your shit, and you want to let the world know about it, yeah? That's it. That's how I, you know, I like to elaborate on passionate communication. So the power of strategic innovation. I always get that word wrong. So leaders constantly innovate, anticipating the road ahead, staying ahead of the trends. That's exactly what basically I've done in America. Okay, how can we get bigger? How can we get better? How can we bring people into our team? How can we keep moving on? How can we, because America is a dictaphone or, you know, a microphone or a fucking magnifying glass to get your message across to the world. If you go there, like the rest of the world knows about you, yeah? And it's not about stardom or money, it's about you want to be able to impact the most. You're helping other people do what they want, you get anything that you want without even thinking about it. But at the same time, all your extreme needs are fulfilled, you're helping people. It's such an amazing fucking transformation, rotation, and everything happens, and everything that you want to happen is happening right in front of you. So that's about always thinking ahead. So always knowing that strategic innovation is a daily habit, yeah? Is part of your success priming, it's part of planning, it's connecting, it's doing joint goals. If you've got a partner, do single goals, you know, do goals with your fucking brothers, do you know what I mean? And it's something that needs to be part of daily culture of a group of organisation to lead. So not something that, you know, like you brush your teeth, you have a show, you scratch your ass, you read the paper, that gets you nowhere. This shit, success priming, I want to take it to the world and implement it. But you think the governments are going to let us uprise like that? No fucking way. No. But we can do enough in our own environment to be able to do that, think of a higher purpose. You know, if you guys have ever read The Habit book, what's it called? The Habit Loop. The way they teach the habit, the way it's
called The Power of Habit.
Yeah.
Topic in the book,
yeah. So that's something that's so powerful that, you know, you see how people learn how to brush their teeth and why we brush our teeth. Because it gives us a sensation that feels that. What about giving us a sensation that we have clarity, certainty, and we change our lives from within? We're being uprising, true? And that's something like, that's what, you know, a massive culture shock, and that's always innovating. That's in my mind.
The uprising has begun.
That's what it's about. So the power of action, yeah? Leaders are bold, you know, the bold, right? They are men and women of action. Action does not come from conversation. Action comes out from change in physiology, mindset, psychology. Ultimately, it's a change in emotional state. And that's what it's about. Also, leaders have the power to get others to take action and do the things that they wouldn't normally do. Yeah? And what that comes down to is you are a person of action, a man or a woman that makes people feel in a certain way, an empowered way, aka anchoring, that you're going to go on and fucking change the world. You know, because you know what you want to do. I don't need to tell you what to do. I don't need to tell you how powerful you are. You just need to get into the state. It's my job to get you to remind yourself how powerful you've always been, and then lead you and keep you in an environment that you can stay in that state. Because let's be honest, once you go back to fucking where are you going to go, people aren't awake as we are. You know, get yourself out of the fucking environment. You know, because it's going to be hard. You know, it was hard for us. It was, you know, when we left. I remember firstly leaving a beautiful place in Richmond. You know, a really nice place, and looking over the water to go back to my parents' place, which is still beautiful. But you're thinking as a man, going back to your parents' place, and all that bad stuff happened there. And then, you know, even going back there now, you know, they've got a beautiful home, it's a big room, everything, sound surround, DJ equipment, but a lot of shit went down there, and there was anchors. I could have gone there and let it affect me and let it feel like I'm going backwards, or you know what, I'm there to visit my parents. That happened. I'm a different person. You know what I mean? Like Jay's about to go back to a place where all his shit started, and he went to get away from it. I said, bro, you're empowered now, bro. That's not the same to you anymore. Remember I said that to him? He was like, bro, I'm afraid to go back to where all my shit started. If you let it affect you like you were when you used to be weak, then you're weak. But if you go back and go, I'm fucking hey, this is just cans. It's completely different people. You're gonna fucking run it. You're gonna own it, yeah? Because you're always gonna have anchors. You know, I sold cars because of, you know, things with ex-girlfriends and shit and arguments, you know? You sell fucking sentimental things, even smells. I think about, you know, I'm not gonna minute, it's just a fucking smell. Don't let it dispower you, you know? Let it, okay, cool, I remember that chick that I banged was good. You know? Sorry about that,
Don't fully absorb it.
That's exactly right. Take it as a positive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, these things that, yeah, I just went on a fucking tangent, didn't even know what I was up to. So that was the power of action. So power of action is being able to, it's not about the talk, it's about the walk. Yeah? So the power of truth, this is one that I've fucking come to really embody, because it's just like, I've always been one person that says it how it is. And I want to, and I always want to fucking tell people how it is, and you know, I've been involved in big corporations fighting against the top leaders, the #1 income earners, and they sit there and they say, well, we're like this, and I'm like, oh, you're fucking vomiting shit. Let me show you some screenshots. Let me show you that. And then people go, why are you leading? Hold on a minute, why are you in conflict with these people? You know, they're the leaders. When the spotlight's on them, hey, I'm perfect. I'm going to tell the world. I'm going to tell them a fucking lie. But yeah, when you get found out, you fucking get, you know what I mean? It's different. And you want to do that. People don't want to know the truth. Well, they want it, but they can't handle it, as the fucking movie says, yeah? And you want to find people. You want to find people in truth. So what that means is that they want to live and flourish from a place of truth. And since we are born and we come out of our mothers, we are fed a lie. Firstly, we can't even name ourselves. Then we have to do something which we think is the right way, that we're going to be the best version of ourselves. School, job, true? True. We get led that way, and it's a fucking lie. And then all of a sudden, then, you know, like, okay, you have to do that, and you do that. And it cripples us. And so, and we just fed this lie, and then we even get into a thing that we have to pay tax. And then you have to do this, and you have to do, I'm not going to even go and get on it because it's just fucking crazy, you know? And once we understand that, you know what, I'm not going to fucking push the system too far because they're going to push back. But know the truth and fucking play the smart game, be flexible. Yeah? If you kick the fucking big boys too much, they come back and kick you 10 times. So, you know, okay, cool, I know that's there, and I understand it. So the truth penetrates. So the truth penetrates, it has power. Yeah? When the truth penetrates, it has power. Leaders themselves and everyone with whom they interact with the truth. So what that is, the truth is going to expose you. If someone fucks up, why can't you tell them they fuck up? If someone does something wrong, why can't you tell them? Do you know what I mean? If there's someone who's going down the wrong path, don't say you're going to hurt their feelings. But once they fucking go and fuck up and they don't get the result because you haven't told them the truth, don't you care more about that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, but you know, what's their focus? Fucking truth, got it.
Poisoning yourself.
Hey?
Poisoning yourself.
It is. You're living a fucking false lie. Like, it's just, it drives me crazy because it's just like, hold on a second. Like, how can you not want the truth? And you're just telling people it is, because the truth sets you free. The truth gives you the answer. The truth, okay, I fucked up, and it leads you to the right, correct path. So, you know, this is the goal. But if I lie to you and say, no, bro, go over that way because, you know, I don't want to hurt your feelings, and you're moving away from your goal. But you didn't hurt my feelings. Feelings that don't exist, feelings that fucking don't serve you, feelings that aren't even created, and just created under this false fucking conditioning. You know, there's just so much shit, it gives me a headache just thinking about it. So as we always teach, you know, the power of identity or character. Leaders are responsible, consistent, courageous, loyal, and fearless. They learn from their mistakes and they use their lessons to make progress and get results. Simple fucking lesson. You can break the board, you know, and it can be like, you know, you can let it be all disempowering, or you can go, okay, cool, that's something that's different. How's another strategy to break it? How can I get better? How can I find a strategy so to say, hey brother, you know what, I know how to break it, you know, get the mind going now. Empower people that like that. Understanding, you know, being consistent, being responsible for wins and losses, obviously courageous, not giving a fuck and leading from the front, loyal, always got people's back, telling them how it is, and being fearless. Because at the end of the day, what is fear? Fear, you can use it as a power to propel you, but at the end of the day, what is fear? It's something that we make up. So when I think of fear, right?
It's an illusion.
It is. Some people goes, yes, you can use it to empower you, but fear, as they say, it's just a false representation of something that
You've got to use, if I can extend on that a little bit, you've got to use that fear as your motivating driver. That's it. You know, like your movements. You know. Grab it by the balls.
And this is something that, you know, it took me a while to understand this. Because when I didn't have much, I couldn't give. So I didn't say the power of giving. Like, yeah, no worries. I can't even fucking give to myself. I'm not going to give to others, yeah? And ultimately, no man or woman is happy unless they have found a way to contribute beyond themselves. So when I can give to others, when I can pay for this, when I can give others the mindset, freedom, choice, the ability to believe in themselves again, it's a fucking power. And that's what drives me. That's what drives me to keep pushing harder and you know, and giving more. And I'm like, you know, I remember my parents, they were going overseas. Okay, cool. That was a physical thing. Yeah, you can give them money. Or there was something else. I give my parents the belief and respect that their son is not going to be a fucking loser, and they tell me that they're proud of me every day. I give them hope that I'm not going to fucking end up dead. You know what I mean? Like, that's just huge. Because where I was going, it was destroying their lives. My main motivation was seeing how I was destroying people around me. So they're not giving to be acknowledged. They do it because it's right. You know, people are doing, and they're helping, and they're doing that. You know, with the boys, have been busting their ass. Jay's been, so I'm helping him out in all different ways. Always over delivering. You know, the same with Frank. You know, the knowledge that he gives me without even knowing, he doesn't even believe it yet. You know, he's like, well, I'm not contributing. Well, you just fucking being here, you are. Same thing as Steve, you know, and the same thing as everyone. Even, you know, Jess is coming to the environment now. And it's just like, you know, I can be quite scary, I can be quite upfront, but, you know, I'm giving her lessons in ways which is probably not used of, but she's starting to understand that, yeah? Cool. So, you've got them in your book. So what I want you to do, we're going to give you 10 minutes. You've got all these in your book. And I want you to write down, if you want to know elaborated again, about what they are, or what you've just learnt then, you write down how you're going to lead through all those, how many of them? All those 10 leading powers.